Hello. Um, Welcome to my channel. My name is Josaida. So if this is your first time here, please try to subscribe now. This is my first video on transitioning from Spanish to English. Where? Then I'm bilingual. Okay? So the day you speak another language and you do both perfectly, then you can laugh about me. For now, just listen to what you can understand. Today I'm gonna talk about some mistakes that divorced parents make. Divorced parents, yes, that is my topic today. It's a very hard topic for me because I am there. I'm a divorced woman with 3 children. Well, I'm married at this point, but I was. So, yeah, I took that decision after trying to fix a marriage for some time. It didn't work out, so I was not happy. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way I was treated. I never feel like a victim or anybody. So, guess what I did? I did file for divorce and walk on the street with 3 children. It was easy? Not. I didn't have a job that paid so much money, so I had to work 3 times harder to raise 3 children. And what I was receiving as a child support was less than half of my payment on that apartment that I used to have. So yes, but we made it. So back to our topic. Mistakes that divorced parents make. Some of them are talking bad about the other person. Yes, that was very hard and something that I experienced. How do I fix that? I went to court and I filed a petition for the other part not to talk about me, not to mention my name. Yes, that was something that I did when I filed for sharing custody. What does that mean? We both have part on taking care of the children because as I was a single mother and I had to work very hard. But with sharing custody, it was something that was easier for me because that means the time that I'm working, if I bring my schedule to the courthouse, is the time that the other parent should have the children. So that was something better. And back to the part that the other person is not allowed to talk about me. It was something that was really, really hard in my case. Why that was so hard in my case? Because one of the mistake or the second mistake that most parents do is they accuse one of the parents of the divorce. Let me tell you, before I filed for that divorce, it was not an easy thing to do. Nobody get married to go file for divorce. When one part of the marriage go file for divorce, I couldn't take it anymore. I was not the person who cries all the time. I was not the person who liked to argue. I don't like to fight. I can't say many things, but it's a reason why I had 2 ears, 1 mouth. And the reason for that is because I was listening twice and opening my mouth once. But that didn't work. So I choose to move away. And one of the things was the mistake, talking bad about the person and talking about who for it is for the divorce. Then the third one is using the children. How do they use the children? That is not my case. I never used my kid. My kids are allowed to come and go as they please or as the other part decide to take them. That is like every other weekend or whenever he feels like. I never have a restriction for that because I'm smart enough to know that that is a good thing for my children to be with their parents or with the other side of the maternity. So mistake number 4, please, please, please grow up from that divorce. You can't live in the past. You cannot keep feeling guilty of what didn't happen or what happened. When you move away, something that I did and worked for me when I first moved away from that place, I changed my phone number. I was not a translator for my kids. What does that mean? I don't have to say anything to the other side because my children can talk. My children have phone. The one that was older had a phone. So if he need to talk to them for anything, that person can call him or the child can call. I was not a translator. I had nothing to do with the other side. Why? Because I don't want to make someone else feel uncomfortable. It's my decision. I pay for my divorce. I walk away. And I'm fine with it. I grow up out of the divorce. It was not forever, even though I thought at first it was. But when I broke that picture, when I walk away, everything changed. Now, last one. It was a marriage. It was not a life sentence. That person didn't born with me. I didn't born with him. If anything happens to him, we had children. So I'm concerned of that. But it was not a lifetime sentence. He was not my child. He was not my father. He was not my family member. He was somebody who I pick and choose for some time of my life. Remember, a marriage as a lottery ticket. Sometimes it works, sometimes doesn't work. Most of the time, it's no money on the lottery ticket if you decide to buy one. I don't buy that. Why are we talking about divorce today? Well, simple reason. My daughter gonna be 14 tomorrow. And you guys probably don't even know this. I was blamed for my divorce. I find so many letters of my child saying that I broke the heart of the other person. That I was a bad person for not giving her the opportunity to grow up with her father. I paid so many therapy sessions for my child. Because in her book, I was not supposed to get divorced. And I did. So I find for those people who have an opinion about me, what your opinion do to me. This is what your opinion do to me. None of you help me to pay bills. None of you help me to feed the 3 kids that I have. But one thing that I can tell you is it will get easy. Time passed by. Now I'm remarried. She have been taking so many therapy sessions that she understands that that was not something that I can sustain for longer than what I did. Now she's gonna be 14. Now she understands that I did it for a reason. And I think now she sees that it's better that I did it when I did it. Never believe that your children will be taken away from you because you filed for divorce. That is not true. But with that being said, let her say, why did she feel like I was such a bad person just because I got divorced? Gabriela, come on in.
Oh my goodness.
So here's Gabriela. So you who got so many opinions of people and why do they do what they do, let me tell you. Don't be so easy to judge people. It is not an easy thing. And no woman or nobody want to walk away from the marriage. I did it because I was until here and I have to do it. I was not comfortable. I'm not a chair, I'm not a house. If I'm not happy where I am and I'm not being treated the way I want and I like, I'm walking away. Yes, I paid for my divorce, I moved away, I got help. And most of all, I got help for this child who needed the most because it's hard on her. So Gabriela, I understand that we have been going through so much. If you see that on her face, she was cooking the other day and burned her face. That's what happened. Okay, Gabriela, so why do you feel at that time that I'm like a bad person because I broke your father's heart? I find that letter so many times that I cannot tell you guys how bad I feel and how that affected me. Why do you feel like that, Gabriela?
I don't, well, now looking back at it, I don't really know why I felt like that, because now I realize that it wasn't your fault and why you did what you did and stuff like that.
Yes, now we in a better place. We are not perfect. When I decided to leave, it was very hard. I was blamed most of the time, and I think has a lot to do on she being so young and listening that I was bad and I broke somebody's heart and that I left. Yes, I left, but I left because I was not treated the way I want, and I was unhappy, and also I didn't want her to be in a place that was so toxic, and I didn't want her to grow up and think that anybody need to treat her all kind of way and tell her things that are not appropriate and good for the woman. So that's what I make my decision. I regret being divorced. No, at all. Her graduation, her wedding would never be the same. Yes, I think of that. But let me tell you, when you're in a place where you're not happy, when you're raising your children in an environment that is not good for them, it's not helping. Even if you both parents are there. I don't see my children growing up and being bad people, bad influence because I decide and choose to be a single mother. Yes, it was hard at first. And make her grow in different ways. Yes, it was rocky. Our relationship, I don't think it never being easy. I don't I don't know how to be a mother or a girl who feel that I'm a bad person, and most of the time told me that, and I find out in writing. But let me tell you one thing. Today, she going to be 14 tomorrow, and now she understand what and I hope that if she be in my situation one day, she make the same decision that I make. Why? Because I'm not sitting down letting anybody treat me all kind of way. It don't gonna happen. No, it won't gonna happen. Nothing gonna stop me. I'm gonna work hard and I'm gonna raise these little people to be successful and be the people that I want them to be. So with that being said, happy birthday to Gabriela.
Thank you, Mommy.
And now we feel better. And now she knows that I'm not the monster that she thought I was for not giving her the opportunity to have a father. Now she have a father, she have a stepfather, and she still have this monster here. I love you, Gabriela. Happy birthday.
Love you too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Blessings.